Since 2016, Westminster's Democratic Education Network has been a hub for collaboration between academic staff and students. We designed and implement different projects in order to engage and develop vital, transferable skills of our students beyond their curriculum. Then involves diverse and international communities in London and across the world. With the outbreak of COVID-19, we had faced a number of challenges as the on-site activities at the universities became impossible. Remotely engaging students was the only way for them to continue working on different projects. By encouraging our students, we looked for online, creative and imaginative approaches to sustain our activities. So we met on a weekly basis from all over the world, discussing various issues and making decisions on how to work and execute our projects. We encouraged our students to write and to share their experience, and the stories of the COVID-19 were published in our online magazine on a weekly basis. We trained our students and provided guidelines on how to write, to review, and to manage the magazine online. The schedule for the meeting is planned in advance. The online meeting is chaired, notes taken by different students. The students signed responsibilities, and they presented summary of an article submitted by their colleagues or international students. The reviewers provide the comments and suggestions for the authors to develop their articles further. We also develop our students' coursework into an academic article for publication of a book. The following is the recorded video of our undergraduate and postgraduate students' reflections on different projects that then managed last year. They included online magazine, the in-house publication of a book, online or virtual field trip to Vietnam, organizing an international student conference in May 2021.
I thought that might be very difficult for people like me to join the community of those who has been already working on the similar project. However, it was completely opposite. We worked in a very, very friendly environment. Everyone helped each other.
Everyone in the group, as well as Farhang, has made me feel as though I'm a part of a community, and also I have connected and met with new friends that I would not have met in my online classes this year, because we are able to learn and experience different skills from each other.
I got to collaborate with academics and students that are much more older and experienced than I am, but not once did I feel that way. We felt free to share our own ideas, our own experiences. I learned so much, not just about COVID-19 and the different aspects of it, but about teamwork, collaboration, writing academically, reviewing one another's articles.
At DIN, we are like an organised family that help and support each other. The first year students are always supported by the second years and masters.
Having been a member of DIN over the past 2 years has been incredibly important to my studies. I will always be looking at what DIN's doing.
I believe that throughout this time I've picked up on a lot of hard and soft skills, which include communication, literacy skills, personal confidence, and even team working.
I joined the DEM book project in my final year, and one thing I've learned from this project is definitely how to improve my writing skills and how to edit better, how to work collaboratively on projects such as the bunching of articles or even the book cover.
I have been involved in the design and layout aspects of it, like designing the cover, deciding on a fitting title.
This opportunity has just allowed me to mentor and transfer my own skills to developing students and help guide their papers to reach their full potential.
I also think that I have been able to help mentor students. I think it's important to talk about everyone's ideas and see how we can incorporate them all into the project.
We all have something to learn from one another, no matter the age, no matter the occupation, no matter our level of study, no matter where we are in the world. I think that we all found out that everybody has a story to share, everybody has something new to learn, and I think that is something that has been amazing.
And despite the challenges and difficulties such as the social distancing, we were able to successfully host all our meetings online and to organize an annual conference.
You can share your story, as we are all sure that each of us has one.
One of the most incredible opportunities that I took up this year was helping to plan the virtual field trip to Vietnam. So this year, whenever I found out that things would be turned virtual, I was really curious and decided to help out, and I'm so glad that I did. I've been really blown away by not only being able to work with Vietnamese students to plan a trip, that's just really cool on its own, but also the sorts of conversations that have come up in our meetings.
And I think my favorite thing about this project was the fact that it was so useful in breaking down barriers culturally, but also just filling in those knowledge gaps that you cannot fill unless you talk to somebody from a different part of the world.
Creating videos and articles from both Westminster students and Hanoi students opened up my eyes to like different perspectives that Vietnamese students have compared to Westminster students.
I've really enjoyed meeting like-minded people, especially the Vietnamese students and academics. It's really interesting to hear their first-hand opinions and views on their country and their way of life, and looking at the contrasts between the UK and Vietnam.
This virtual field trip, when it was offered to me, I was excited for it, but also on the other hand, I didn't know what I was expecting. But it was a whole lot better than what I thought it would be. When I went into this field trip, I knew absolutely nothing about Vietnam. All I knew was about the Vietnam War, and not even that in detail. And I've come out of this virtual field trip knowing more about their politics, more about their culture, and I've learned more about their education system.
I think that this virtual field trip not only allowed me to connect with Westminster students, but also gave me the cultural and educational knowledge during the time limited travel and exposure due to the COVID-19. Though not being able to meet you face to face, this virtual field trip brought me different and interesting experiences. I was delighted to share my knowledge about the diverse culture of Vietnam.
This trip was more special than all the previous ones because it was organized online due to COVID.
So basically we gathered around all the projects that was led by students in DEN, Democratic Education Network. And we collected everything and we came up with a magazine. So with the help of DEN members and University of Westminster students, we gathered pictures, articles, blogs, oh my god, so many things in the magazine. And to kind of show off that everyone has a talent. It's not about what you study, it's about what your passion is about. So I'm studying politics and I managed to learn a new skill in digital editing, and it's amazing. You increase your employability, your CV improves, perfect.
DEN is much more than that, more than just writing a paper and publishing it. It's a group of young people who work very passionately about this project. I feel that even if I'm like some older, I have been mentored by them too, and also I have mentored them, and it's like a mutual learning experience. In more personal level, to me it's like a platform to give back to University of Westminster and serves as a bridge to my long life connection to the UK.
The most important thing I've learned about Democratic Education Network is that we can achieve a lot if there's a collaboration among students and between students and colleagues. For me, therefore, one lesson that I can expand upon in terms of what DEN has achieved over the last many years, and not only this year, is its flexibility, its ability to empower students, its ability to create a sense of community amongst those who are otherwise marginalized and discriminated against and feel they're not part of the wider society, and in a way to help mainstream people but also bring criticality to the mainstream. It is a project that is genuinely democratic, and I have always been a keen supporter of it. Thank you.
And so I guess the Democratic Education Network brings together two things I love, which is democracy and education. And thinking about where I've come from, one of the people that I've read and been really interested in, fascinated by, is Paulo Freire, who's a Brazilian educator and thinker. Some of you will know of him. So reading the word in the world is kind of central, and central, I think, to what you're doing here in sharing different perspectives from different countries and different people's approaches to that. And so that's really important. The other thing that Freire talked about was educated and educators, because he said that we were all learners. It doesn't matter whether you're a teacher or a student, we are all always learning, and we should be learning together. And a teacher can only be good if they can learn from their students. And so just to kind of bring those together, what you're doing here in your group is of utmost importance, opening up new knowledge to yourselves and to others as they read the book. But you're also doing it learning together, respectfully, critically, in the best academic sense of the word. So keep going. What you're doing is fantastic.
We hope this was a useful summary of Dan's projects. Should you need any further information, please don't hesitate to contact me. Thank you.